Welcome to Livestream New Year's Day 2020 with John and myself. How does that even happen?
What happened?
This, I'm not even in it. Oh, did the battery die?
Oh no.
Did the battery die already? No. I sense a disturbance in the force. Hey guys, what's up? Maybe if I do this, it'll come back. We're of course having technical difficulties already. Are we frozen? Are we frozen to you guys?
Let it go, let it go. We just got demonetized.
Because you just sang Frozen.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
We're frozen, yeah, we're frozen. What the heck happened?
Are we still froze?
Yeah. And I have no idea why. Everything's plugged in, everything's good.
What if, just so that nobody's confused, I just make this sound because I'm the only one in the picture of the freeze, and I'm just going,
Let me stop it real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Are we back?
And here we are.
Here we are. We're back. We did it. I don't know what went wrong there, but
Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year from us to you.
We're back from our technical difficulties.
We are. So we figured, we don't know. I mean, it's a holiday today, but
I'm eating these delicious cookies with white chocolate in them that Chris made just for me.
Yes. I just did a cookie video, guys. If you guys want to see what we made there, I veganized Michelle Obama's winning cookies. And that just made me think, like, they're probably not award-winning because it doesn't say award-winning. It just says winning.
Charlie Sheen winning.
Right, like Tiger Blood.
Yep.
Like, but vegan Tiger Blood. I just figured that, like, on New Year's Day, most people that I know and myself, I don't usually do anything. Probably just sit around, maybe go to a movie. I don't know. So I figured, let's do a live stream today because obviously we didn't do one yesterday.
No, today's Wednesday.
It is?
Isn't today Wednesday?
I thought it was Thursday.
Wednesday, January 1.
All right, then we're right on schedule, yeah.
That's it.
What are you doing? Stop. There's nobody here. Come on, there's nobody here. Come on. Come on. There's nobody here.
Uh-oh, we're spinning.
We're spinning.
Are we okay? Can you guys see us still?
Yeah, we're good. Stop. There's nobody here. Let's go.
Oh, Linda's watching Too Fast, Too Furious.
Get in here. Get in there. Stop. There's nobody here. Why are you barking? It's usually Indy that's barking, but right now Zeke's being a bad boy. Come on, stop.
Oh, man, these cookies are good.
Thing is he won't stop barking if I don't go out there. That's what happens when you have to babysit the dogs when you're going live. It's a hard deal.
These cookies are so good. This is like my 5th one.
So what I did with those cookies is I veganized the original recipe, which is not vegan at all. I used the vegan egg and did a few other things, but I found white chocolate chips. I have mint chocolate in there. I've got dark chocolate in there. And it also calls for walnuts, but I say in the video that I don't like walnuts to be cooked. I love walnuts snacking on them, but like as soon as you put them in a baked good like brownies or something, I don't like it. And
same. I don't like nuts in dessert though.
You know, yeah, it's weird because it's for me. My experience is when I was little, I had brownies with walnuts in it, and I got really sick and I threw up. And I can count on one hand how many times I've thrown up in my life. Other than being like an infant, which was probably every day. So yeah, that just really turned it off for me, eating walnuts and cookies or brownies or whatever.
I don't have that excuse. I just don't like it, Chris.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Now, did you make the seat smaller so that you can lord over me the whole video? Or?
You can pull it up. There's like a tab on there. And you just tab it.
I'm thinking about getting a better See, oh yeah.
There you go. Now you're way up there. Now you're bigger than me.
I won't.
You're probably out of the screen. No, you're still.
That's nice. That's a good height. That's a good height for me.
Let's see. Let's look at some of the questions here, guys. Let's see. What do we got planned for the new year? Let's see. More videos for one.
Yes.
I've been talking to John too about his videos. As far as the vegan lifestyle, yeah. What do we got planned for? I just want to do.
All right, so you
more and better content, yeah.
Well, do you want me to? Let me tell you what I've got going on.
And more vlogs on this channel too, because it kind of boosted my channel when I did vlogs all month.
So this is kind of a makeshift calendar that I have for Mockingbird.
Oh.
So we've got a bowling tournament coming up in February that we're going to do down in Cortland with Tamerlane and...
Oh, we're not doing the Ithaca? We're going to Cortland?
I'm sorry, Ithaca.
Okay.
Cornell.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
With the Nard dog.
Who's the Nard dog?
Andy Bernard. The Office?
Yeah.
I thought you did.
I didn't equate that he went to Cornell. Cornell. So anyway, in March we did the Chili Fest last year.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the mac and cheese cook-off this year.
Oh.
April we've got I want to do a spring dinner, kind of like we did in the fall for Tamerlane, a 4-course dinner.
Yep.
I haven't really set the date yet, but I put tentatively April 18th, and that's something I want to do, like you and I, and maybe like Andrea and Joel and one other person, maybe somebody in Rochester that wants to make a dessert, like Jenny from the Misfits. But I want to create a 4 or 5 course meal in April for like 60 people. May's open, but yeah, so that's kind of I'm getting my Mockingbird stuff all scheduled and ready to go, so I can start planning that.
Yeah.
In terms of content, I really want to start posting more videos this year.
Yeah,
so much. Kristen and I are definitely going to go live every Tuesday because we love doing that. But
I have more time to do videos.
I have more time to do videos while I'm healing up with this, this whole back thing and getting everything else figured out. Plus, I need to send an email out to Jen from Sweet Praxis so we can get going on the
pop-up.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, do we wait for the warm weather, or do we just do it in the wintertime? What do you guys think? If we did a pop-up, should we wait till the weather gets a little warmer?
Well, we could do either. I mean, we could start.
We could do both.
We could start. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could start now, and if it's a success, we can continue to do it throughout the warm weather.
Yeah,
I think that would be great. Yeah, Trini, I think we said we were going to do it Thursday, and then at the last minute I said, well, maybe we'll do it on New Year's Day. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. I'm going to the farm on Sunday again. So once a week, I'm going to the farm. And there's some exciting news, but it's not real news yet. So I'm teasing you. It's hashtag fake news. It's a potential thing that could set something up that I can be more full time with the farm.
Is this something sooner. You can talk about, or is it all encrypted?
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just farm related. That could be cool, but I'll let you guys know in like 2 months.
So stuff that we're going to be talking about in the future.
Right. Stuff I shouldn't have even brought up, and thank you for bailing me out from that, by the way.
Well, we're kind of in the future now. We're in 2020, and I never thought we'd be here when I'm like, oh, 2020, that's so far from now. It's like the only one that talks about that is Barbara Walters, and
this is 2020.
She predicted the future. All those days, like every day, it's here. It's here, guys.
What's that mean? What are we gonna do? This is 2020.
Yeah, and it is. It's not just her saying it anymore. Everybody's saying it. Everybody can say it now with confidence
and truth.
Dry and secure. Raise your hand if you're sure.
So you've got some stuff though. I'm sure you're going to go to Expo West.
I am,
and you've got the YouTube house coming up.
The YouTuber house. Yep. Wow, I'm going to California, like just right there. Based on that, twice this year. And maybe another time.
What's first, the Expo or the
March.
YouTuber? Okay.
March is Expo West, which I'm always looking forward to. Yeah, we had a good night last night. Last night I went to Newegg Craig's New Year's Eve party before I went to my brother's, and we had fun over there. We came up with some pretty fun ideas with with Joseph Lincoln and Mike. And yeah, I'm excited to do some more videos, especially some more of the zombie videos too.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a few weeks now. And now, well, next week actually we're going to go to Utica.
Oh yeah.
So we'll do a couple of shopping videos.
You guys have seen that on my channel. If you guys are familiar with my channel, the main channel, I went to Bargain Grocery, which is in Utica, about an hour away, and like so many things were so cheap, like the produce and everything. Also, I got those Justin's peanut butter cups for like $5.
That's where you got them
yeah,
from?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So every once in a while they'll get like different things in, and that just happened to be a time when they had Justin's, and I couldn't pass that up. I was like, "Mom, you want some Justin's? Yo, Pat. Yo, Brian. Yo, you know."
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. Well, speaking of deals, that tofurkey ham.
I know.
Half off right now.
$4 for a tofurkey
ridiculous.
ham at Wegmans and $6 for the tofurkey. I got 2 of the hams only because there was only 2 left, so I grabbed both of them.
There was like 8 left at the Taft Road, and I only got 2 because I was like, I'm broke. But
I made some mac and cheese. Well, I made some gluten-free noodles, and then I used. Do you remember Howl? It's a company, Howl cashew cheese. And it was like a spicy cashew cheese, and they sent it to me a while ago. I posted it. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't seen it in stores. So I used that. I made some kind of, not too spicy for us, but like a little bit spicy mac and cheese.
It had some kick.
And then I took some of that tofurkey ham. It's okay that I did this because it was right around like New Year's. So, but now that New Year's and all the holidays are over, I don't have to eat any more like junk food.
Yeah.
I cut it up, cubed it up, and I put it in there, and I had like the ham with the mac and cheese. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're having Kristen's family's coming up on Saturday, and we're gonna make those vegan scalloped potatoes with tofurkey ham, and we use the Violife Parmesan cheese. It's like the comfort food for me to go to of the decade.
The new decade. It is.
Right.
It is because really nothing's been done in this decade yet. So we have the whole decade. We're in the roaring 20s again. I never thought we'd be there, but we're here.
Well, here we are.
20s. I thought that was so long ago, but now it's the future. Wow.
Accidentally Vegan Chick wants to know what I'm eating.
John?
Here's the remnants of the delicious cookie, but Chris is going to pull out a new one.
Why don't we show her? We just made some... Oh, that one fell apart. We just made some chocolate... That's not even a good one. I have one with white... You ate them all.
Oh, no. I was looking for them.
So we got the chocolate chips, the white chocolate chips, and the mint chocolate chips, all in a delicious cookie, which was the last video I posted on the Vegan Zombie channel. Have you ever heard of that channel, the Vegan Zombie?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Oh, okay,
yeah. I'm in the very first video.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Okay, so I think it's funny to say. I just want to say for you guys that watch the live stream. So, in the last video that I put up was the cookie one, and here's how that one came about. I didn't really have a video. I didn't know what I was going to upload, and I've been uploading every Monday and Thursday. And it was really late Sunday night, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to upload tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? Somebody asked me to veganize Michelle Obama's cookies. Now, Michelle Obama's cookies were around, like, that was a thing, like, 10 years ago. And this person asked me to veganize them probably a year ago, and I just kept it in my head. And I always listen to people's suggestions, but that doesn't mean I do them right away, you know? So I had that in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to veganize those cookies. And it was 4 a.m. So I got in my car, and I was just, like, thought to myself as I was driving to Wegmans the other night, I'm like, I'm so lucky that I have Wegmans right by me and it's open 24/7.
Yeah.
So I go to Wegmans and I grab some of the ingredients and I come home and I'm like, am I really going to do this right now at 4:30 in the morning? 4:30 in the morning, I go down to my kitchen. I set everything up. I clean the kitchen. I pull the island out. I put the cameras, the lights up. I put my apron on and I'm like, all right, here we are. It's almost 5 in the morning. I'm going to film a video. So I film the video. I get done with it. I burn the first batch, and I'm like, you know what? They don't look that burnt. They're okay. I finish the video, and then I'm like, all right, it's 6 in the morning. I'm going to bed. I go to bed. I wake up, and I'm trying to edit the footage. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to redo the ending. So I go back down there. I put on all the clothes that I was wearing. I try to make my hat and hair look exactly like it was. I throw the shade down, and, and then I do that end scene again. This is a little behind the scenes for you. And I redo it. and I made some that were not burnt. The first ones weren't that burnt. Let me just show you the difference. So that was the first one that I made. It's a little bit darker than that one. So that's what we got. Hold on one second. We got a couple bad boys over here. And
something just happened.
So anyway.
Wait.
What? What just happened?
Something just happened. Something shook.
Did I shake?
Are we frozen? Can you guys hear me? We are having some technical difficulties.
What is going on? It's totally the dog's fault. We're gonna try to be right back if we can. Please tell us yes.
I love the look of paranoia on my face. Frozen, staring.
So are we back? We're back, right? Hopefully. Wow. Yeah, this isn't a very steady stream here. You know, we've already restarted this like 3 times.
Did you pause on saying steady stream?
I was trying to think of the word that I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
You know?
It just makes me think of pee.
Oh, I never would.
You know, why did I have to? You know what? We'll just edit that out.
You know
we're gonna edit that out.
We're gonna make a. No, we can't say that on TV. Where was I anyway? So
you were
I'm
talking about
cookies.
it was burnt, but not really, and you just compared the two, and then you broke everything.
I broke it all because there was barkies. So, yeah. So I made the video. I edited it. I put it up, and then we went to New Ed Craig's party. But I edited the video. I uploaded it, and then everybody, like, some of the comments were pretty funny, and because they were Michelle Obama cookies, like, I have more dislikes on that video than any video in a long time. And but I also did something that I did in one of our first videos ever. So I was talking and said something like, "This is, you want to mix it like so," and when I said like so, I put a quick clip of a sewing machine up there. And I think, like, in one of our first or second videos, you said, "You want to do this like so," and I showed, like, a needle and a thread really quick. And I don't know what people were thinking, but, like, I said like so. Some of the people, they just didn't get it, and they're like, "What's up with the subliminal message of a sewing machine? Like, what are you trying to say? Is it a conspiracy? Like, what's going on?" And, like, I'm, like, just reading these comments. I'm like, should I respond? Should I say something? Should I not? It was kind of funny because the only reason it wasn't a conspiracy. I was just being humorous. I put up a sewing machine when I said so. Anyway, what else? There was a lot of funny comments on that one. How is John always so happy with a messed up back?
I'm not always happy.
No.
Just a couple minutes a day, really. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm actually feeling pretty good lately.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why you can't really stay on the streams for over, like, maybe an hour or so.
Yeah. I'm about to upload a video on that.
Yeah, so that's the other thing on your channel coming in the future.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even mention that part.
You're going to be doing videos on the health of your back, your back injury. And, you know, I've talked about my own throughout my channel sporadically, but I think if you keep updating people on, you know, the progress of your back, potentially maybe that could help other people with the same injury.
Yeah.
That are looking for that kind of content of other people.
In my research, actually, I saw a famous Instagrammer who, her name's Kaylee, and she has a curve worse than mine. You know how mine's like that 40, 45 degrees?
Yep.
Hers is like in the 80s.
Whoa.
So her spine is like this, and then it goes up like that.
She must not, is she hunched over when she walks?
No, she's fit. She's super fit. And I'm like, wow. That inspired me to be like, all right.
Would you be, I was wondering, you would be like an inch or two taller if it was straight, right?
They told me I'd be 2.5 inches taller.
Oh, wow.
So I'd be almost 6 feet.
Yeah. Me and John would be the same height. Is she the one who does yoga, says New Life?
No, she works out, though. I wish I had saved her name. I searched for her on Instagram, but...
Yes, it's scoliosis, Eric. Sandra says, I made the vegan ranch. Awesome.
Here she is. I'll find a good spot of her spine. Oh, come on, dogs. You come on over here. Back pick up a cookie.
Eva says, I really love your content. Just hit my 1 year vegan anniversary. Congratulations. I always love hearing when somebody has made a milestone like that. So congrats on being vegan for a year. Many more to come.
Oh, shoot.
Vegan Zombie, have I been to Shizen in San Francisco? Is that like related to Shojin, the sushi place? Because I know there's one in L.A. There's two in L.A. and then there's one in... Isn't there one in the Bay Area?
There she is. Okay, let me get it. Let me show you a spot of her while you're talking to everybody. Sorry.
Eric says, dated a girl that had a metal bar in her back from scoliosis surgery. Scary stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about that you won't be able to bend over like you can.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're trying to do with me, but I don't... Oh, look at... Yeah, so this girl right here, I'll show you guys a quick picture.
Babu wants to know if you can tell from the outside looking at your back. Wow, that's pretty twisted.
Yeah, so her curve down here is a 70 degree, and mine
it's like going way over by your kidneys and
yeah. Now the doctors warned her that her spine could get worse and curve toward her heart.
Can you see? Can you see from the outside? Like if you weren't wearing your shirt, could you tell that you had a twisted spine? Or only when you like bend down so you can see like the...
Yeah, if I bend over and you can see when my spine kind of goes beyond my muscles a little bit,
yeah,
you can see it. But
if you're just standing up, you can't.
That's not... You can actually see that there are atrophied parts of my back and really strong parts of my back due to where the curves are. It's pretty interesting and it's weird because of the scoliosis. I have pain in really weird spots where you wouldn't think, like up here on my right hand shoulder is almost always like a knot where my pressure point is here because I'm overcompensating in certain areas and unable to use muscles. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. I'm learning so much about it right now.
I'm looking up Shizen right now. It is a vegan sushi place. I've never been there, but I have been to Shojin in LA. I've been to 2 different spots at the LA Shojin sushi place. As far as San Francisco, I think the only place that I've ever eaten there was when I was with you. We went to Gracias Madre, which I don't even know if that exists there anymore in San Francisco.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. Maybe it is. I don't know. And then another time I was there, I went to Millennium, and I did a video there. I don't know if I did one at Gracias. Yeah, I think maybe I do videos everywhere. So yeah, there's probably both those videos somewhere. You know, it's always funny when I can't find videos that I have. And there was one that I was looking for last night. I couldn't find it. You know, I have so many videos. I'm like, where is this video? It was me with I was with my friend who worked at Warner Brothers, and we went to the Harry Potter place. And I sat, because I was at Craig's last night, and they were wearing like Harry Potter like sweaters and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, he's like, I'm Gryffindor, and he's like, well, you know, I'm either this or I forgot what he says, and somebody's like, I'm Slytherin, and I'm like, I don't even know what I am, but I know I was at that Harry Potter thing where you sit in the chair and like the wand goes over your head or something, and it tells you what you are, and it told me what I was, and I was like, well, I don't want to be that. Let me sit down there again, and I sat down there again, and it was like, I don't know if it was something different or the same thing, but I'm trying to find that footage, and I can't find it anywhere. I must not have like tagged it as Harry Potter. I don't know. I'll try to find it.
Is it one that you actually posted, or it's in your archives?
No, I would have posted it unless I just did it on Instagram and don't remember.
I don't.
And then we were trying to find our first post that we ever did on Instagram, and my first post is Indy laying down in his bed, and it was April 7th. 2012. And my second one is you eating the vegan cream egg that Sarah Little made.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm on your very second... I'm on the second post you've ever posted.
You're the first human I posted.
How do you know I'm human?
I don't. Do I think Chris Farley is funny? Yeah, I was... back in the day...
I mean, right now, he's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, but I remember... The one scene that stands out to me was Tommy Boy when he ruins the door of the car at the gas station, and then David Spade opens it and it falls off, and he's like, "What'd you do?" That was hilarious. Yeah, that was back in the day. I was like a teenager. They want to know if I like Harry Potter. Do you like Harry Potter?
Yeah, I like Harry Potter. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. I've seen the movies.
I think I need to read the books because I watched the movies and I love that kind of thing. I love Dungeons and Dragons, fantasy, wizards and warlocks and dragons. I love all that stuff. So I thought I was going to love Harry Potter, but watching the movies, I'm just going to come on and say I didn't like the movies because I found like this boy wizard who was supposed to be all powerful or whatever, it was what I thought, was never using any magic. Hermione was always doing all the work for him, and so was like Ron Weasley. Harry wasn't doing anything, and I just kind of got bored of the movies. I was like, these, and I think what ruined it was I think a Quidditch match that was way, way, way too long, kind of like the whatever
the race,
in Star Wars.
Everything that you're saying right now parallels with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Right? You were let down by Anakin just like you were let down by Harry Potter.
Yeah, and then the pod race that he did just went on way too long to the point where I was like, oh my god, just Banthas, just kill him. Yeah. Well, not Banthas, but Sandman. I was just talking about Bantha fodder. Yeah, we're talking about Harry Potter. So like I want to give the books a try. Because I started reading book 1 before the movie came out, and I only got halfway through before I actually went and saw the movie, and then I was just like, nah, I don't want to finish it now. But that was a long time ago. So I do want to finish it. I got to say this, though. I went to Universal Studios, and I loved Harry Potter World. I loved the concept of it. But the movies just didn't do it for me, So I think I stopped watching. I don't even think I saw the very last one. Next topic. I've been watching The Witcher, okay?
Yeah. Oh,
and I got a song in my head. I don't think this is going to give anything away, but all I can think in my head is, toss a coin to your Witcher, the Valley of Plenty. And I've already, turned that into a song for my dogs, which I think is going to be in my new video. But I'm like, toss a treat to your Indy, but don't forget Zeke.
It's perfect.
It is. It's, so I've been watching The Witcher, and this is my review of The Witcher without giving anything away. I feel like, I like it, I'm watching it, but I feel like it's a mix between Hercules or Xena Princess Warrior with Game of Thrones. If you took those and you mixed them together, or even Buffy and Angel, and you mix those together with Game of Thrones, you have The Witcher. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I'm watching. I'm like on episode 6 now, so I think I got 2 more to go.
There were a couple of questions up here, actually.
Okay, let's go back. Sorry if we missed your questions. I was rambling. Let's see. I love The Dark Crystal. I did not I've only seen the first episode of the TV series, but that was like a favorite growing up when I was little, The Dark Crystal. And I think the same with your wife. Kristen likes The Dark Crystal, but
yeah.
Did she like the series?
She said it was not the same.
It's not the same. Even though it's like the same stuff, it's not the same. It's not the original, so I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah.
Maybe too many characters to remember. I don't know. I forget. I agree with New Life that I like Lord of the Rings better. Oh yeah, the skit with Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze. That's a classic.
Chippendales.
We got a Ravenclaw there and a Hufflepuff, and the books that I really like, they didn't do so good making it into a movie. They actually made it into an animated cartoon movie. But the books that I grew up with that I can go back and read, and actually I just bought one on the internet and then realized that it's actually worth like $300 to $500, the original, and I'm like, oh my god, how did I get this one for $5? The Dragonlance series, it's a Dungeons and Dragons kind of theme, Dragonlance, the World of Kryn, and there's a trilogy, but then there's a ton of other ones. I just went to an old bookstore and picked up all these different spin-offs from the original, and I really like that. And then I started listening to the audiobooks when I was probably 14 or 15. And then they turned it into an animated cartoon. And Kiefer Sutherland was the voice of Tanis, the main guy, and the cartoon it didn't do it justice. If they could have turned that into a real movie, that would have rivaled Game of Thrones and even probably Lord of the Rings and stuff. It's pretty amazing. I want to go read it again. I just don't have any time. I'm always filming videos. Maybe I can film a video of me reading a book.
Or do a live stream and read it out loud. That's probably, you'll get in trouble. Trubs.
Oh, copyright of a book? No, I don't think so. It would take a long time.
That's fine. I tune in every Tuesday and I'm going to read an hour's worth of book.
Here's a good question. Ashley says, would The Witcher be a good show for people who aren't already familiar with the franchise? Yeah, absolutely. I've never even heard of it. And it's a video game, which I looked into actually last night. I'm like, I want to check this video game out. But I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know it was a video game, and I just started watching. So they are, kind of telling the story, and I'm learning it through just the TV show, the Netflix show.
Do you know who The Witcher is?
Yeah, Superman.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, Henry Cavill, and it's funny because I watched a video that was recommended to me on YouTube a couple weeks ago, about a month ago maybe, where he was showing his workout routine. He goes, "Hi, I'm Henry Cavill, and I play The Witcher," and I didn't even listen to what he was saying, who he played, because I'm like, yeah, you're Superman, yeah, and I watched his workout routine. I watched some of the video and then clicked off. But then I found out, wait a minute, this is familiar. Wait, he's Superman, yeah.
I was like, I'm like, Kristen, who is that? He looks so familiar. She's like, oh yeah, that's Superman.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Witcher's a book and a video game and now a TV show. It's an amazing Polish book series. So yeah, maybe the thing everybody's upset about is because they're going to do a second season, but it doesn't come out until 2021.
Oh, really?
So everybody's like, no!
Toss
a coin to your Witcher. Yeah, I thought if you heard that, you'd definitely be saying, Happy New Year, Crystal. John, did you think they were the best chocolate chip cookies? Ask Babu, the ones I just made.
They were really good, actually.
My brother he didn't really want to try one. He goes, no, I don't, no, I'm too full. And then I go, just try one. He's like, all right. And he tried one, and he's like, oh man, I got to get, he went up and got two more.
They're actually really, really good. Are they the best cookie? That's tough. It could be.
The best cookie is whatever's you have at the moment. The best cookie, I think. And these are one of the best. They have. I put the extra, the gooey. Actually, I just put what it was called for, and it came out.
It was really good.
Are your original zombie shirts 100% cotton? Some are tri-blend. I try to, I've used different shirts throughout the years to print on, and I have a stock of different ones. So I started using Next Level Apparel, which I believe those ones are 100% cotton. But then there's my favorite now are Bella Canvas, which I like to use the tri-blend, although sometimes I use the cotton one. So it all depends. So not all of them are 100% cotton. Joseph Michael gives us a $2 super chat donation. Thank you, Joseph. This is for you to help support your channel. Thank you. I appreciate all donations go to support the channel to continue to do this. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. And while I'm here, I want to do a full video on it, but I'm just going to give a shout out real quick to all my patrons over on Patreon, past and present, everybody that's supported me over on Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you.
Bye, Devonna. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon.
Bye, Devonna. And thanks again for the Christmas card. Let's see. When am I coming? I'm coming in March for Expo West. Oh, if I ever plan to come back to the Bay Area, can you arrange a meetup? You're one of the most hardcore vegans that I look up to, said from the Gaines. Thank you, first of all. That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know how to do really a meetup. I'd love to do meetups, but the last time we tried to do a meetup, I think one person showed up, and we kind of felt stupid. And so yeah, like I usually just, I'm not one of the. I usually tweet out or post on Instagram when I'm at a place. Like, hey, I'm eating here or whatever, or I'm in the area. I don't know. Like meetups are. I think we might be doing a meetup when we are in the vegan YouTube house. Yeah, but that won't be. That's in LA. I really like the Bay Area too, but I've only been there twice, and it's been a while. I really liked it. We walked around where that I don't know, the area where you could look over and see Alcatraz. And
I was there.
Yeah,
I remember.
That was with you.
Yeah.
And then we went down Lombardo Street, the winding street.
Yep, I was there. I got car sick so bad.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh.
The hills there are crazy. And then another time I was there, not with you, I was with Kaylee, Collared Cowgirl, and I went to IKEA for the first time ever, and they had vegan meatballs there. Yeah, they have.
That's so weird.
Yeah, they have vegan food there. But I hear they have more vegan foods there, so I want to kind of make a trip there and get some things.
Well, Chris, if this is my year, not working full time at the garden center, maybe I'll be able to do some traveling with you one of these days. Maybe we'll do a pop up on the West Coast.
That would be cool
instead of a meetup.
Yeah, we could do a pop up. Where come. So we did a meetup. I think the only time we did a meetup is we said, "Hey guys, we're going to Doomies. Come meet up with us and stuff." And we went to Doomies, and this one girl was kind of sitting in the corner looking at us, and then you got up to go put money in the car in the meter. And when you went out there, she walked up. She goes, "I'm gonna hate myself if I don't do this, but I was here to see you and like hi and everything." She probably felt like awkward because nobody else showed up. It was just her.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, we don't bite, and anybody that's ever like said hi to us like with open arms, or we're like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like. It's I guess it's flattering and awkward at the same time because we never expect anybody to like come up and be like, "Hey, we know you,"
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, "Oh, thank you. That's cool,"
I feel like I come on stronger than the person that wanted to say hi to me.
I do too.
They're like, "Hey, I'm a huge fan." I'm like, "Oh, really? Me?"
Please say we have sound. Do we have sound? Please.
I'm just gonna have my arms and legs tied, standing in the corner.
Okay, sound is back. Okay,
sorry, guys.
All right, so I gotta find out. Like, I gotta tape this underneath.
No, I just can't
something.
be. You should just like have me call in from now on from my phone. I'm not allowed to come over.
I really need to like.
Get me my own station.
No. I really need to like update because this is like so not practical. We got cords running under here.
All the
we
other
got
YouTubers
USB.
have like,
yeah, they have like the nice ones coming down someday, guys.
This
Someday,
is garbage.
I'll be able to afford a nice.
So what you're saying is it's
studio.
all your fault.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, so Cat Charlie, $2 super chat. Thank you. Cat says, hope to buy a hoodie from you for my birthday soon. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Is your birthday in January? Mine is. Let's see. What else? What was I just saying? I think I was about to say something right when you ripped that out from under me. My vocal cords right out. Oh, are we going to do Veg Fest on the East Coast this year? I always go to Expo. What did we just do again? What's this? Oh, I always go to Expo East, and that's usually in Baltimore, but for the first year, it's going to be in Philadelphia this year.
That's right. I kind of want to go.
You should.
Philly?
You haven't been down there. You haven't seen all the people that you always see, and
yeah. See, I'll be.
I think a lot of people are going to go just because it's Philly.
Yeah.
Even though Expo East is like the baby brother.
Yeah, it's a tiny one. Still exciting.
Yeah.
That's where we got like 400 pounds a day of cheese that
Oh my God. And we listened to La Dispute on the way back.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with some of these. Neja says, I really like the fact that you guys don't swear much. A lot of YouTubers do. So I'll tell you the story behind that. So I never. It wasn't my plan not to swear at the beginning, because we were making zombie movies. So like, I guess I had every intent to like swear at the beginning, and then like shortly after, like maybe our first or second video,
the cooking videos.
Yeah, the cooking videos. Our feedback and our comments were like, "Wow, this is really good. My kids love this," and I'm like, "Oh, kids love this." And then somebody, I think to this day, probably one of my best responses from somebody. So somebody wrote to me. It was a mom, and I'll say this again. I've said this many times, but it was the mom that wrote to us and said like, "Hey guys," and this was when you were the face of the show. Said like, "Hey guys, I have two little kids. One's like 3 and one's 5, and the younger one is allergic to everything. So he's vegan, gluten free, all this, and so just because he is, the other one is, and I'm trying to treat him the same, and the one's in preschool and in school, and he's like, I hate living like this. I want to eat it. I want to eat what the other kids eat. And then once we started watching your show, now he's like, I want to be like the vegan zombie, and he's running around the house singing the vegan zombie song and singing like, I'm the vegan zombie, and now he loves being vegan, so it's really helped, and now he's interested in being vegan because of your show, and like that meant a lot, so I'm like, all right, John, going forward, we're never going to swear, and I know on these live streams every once in a while, like I might slip up. Over on my Twitch stream, it's fair game. I swear on my Twitch stream. Not often, but sometimes I'm like, what the?
Well, if the horde is getting attacked, you might cuss.
Yeah.
I get it.
I do.
But I agree though. Once we realized our audience was parents and younger kids watching the cooking videos, we're like, you know what? We're gonna keep it kid friendly.
Kat, your birthday is like right after my birthday and a day before Indy the pup's birthday. And a day after your wife's birthday. So it's my birthday, then your wife's birthday, then Kat's birthday, and then Indy's birthday.
Let's have a birthday week party.
Like we're all connected.
We'll just get one cake for all of you guys.
Eva says having an external arm will really help for the sound.
Yeah.
I need to get one. I need to just look on eBay or Amazon. And
you know what you should do is make yourself a little Amazon wish list and then put it in here, and people can buy you a gift.
I wish to make this channel better. I could. I think that would be more on the Twitch stream though.
Oh, I got my Twitch almost all set up to stream.
Nice. I got mine's good to go now. Do you guys like the original Blink 182? I must say I do.
Like the original Blink 182 before Travis Barker, or like what they were for many years before Mr. Scuba
of Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, because I would say I like not the very original lineup, but that middle lineup, the one that everybody knows, which I'm guessing is what you're talking about.
Mel, you use a DVD player as your streaming device? What do you mean? Oh, so you don't use a computer? Wait, what? How do you do that?
You can do that on the Xbox DVD player, anything that
because it connects Wi-Fi. Straight to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's right.
So you just like play games or do something. Yeah, okay, that's cool. What's your streaming? Are you on Twitch or are you on YouTube? Anyone here from the Bay Area? Not I. I'm from Fremont. Let's be friends.
People are meeting people in our chat room.
And you were the microwave guy? Who was the microwave guy?
I'll be the microwave guy.
I like the microwave guy. Put the banana in the...
Let's see what happens if you put a banana in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Christelle says, I'm not allowed to swear in your channel. It's been hard. Oh, yeah, we did a few live streams and we did some videos together where she's like, and then you put the... like, Christelle.
Don't worry, Christelle. It happens to me all the time. In fact, there's that whole blooper reel is him editing out my cuss words.
Yeah, and I got a few swears last night that I'm going to have to bleep out. Gomez, Happy New Year to you. Yes, I Twitch, and John's going to Twitch, but I already Twitch. I'm basically, I'm thinking about playing The Witcher now. to try that out on Twitch. But right now I'm playing EverQuest, which is an old game that basically my favorite game ever. And although the graphics don't compare to nowadays games, the gameplay is amazing. So that's what I've been doing is twitching EverQuest.
And Kristen's gonna start Fallout 4 from the very beginning. She's gonna create her character and everything live, like an hour a night once I get it up and running. So every night be fun.
Oh, and Eva, I'm on Twitch. I'm the Vegan Zombie without an E at the end of the name because somebody took my name. So I'm just the Vegan Zombie with an I.
That's so annoying.
It's like Happy New Year, Linda Hammond. Y'all should rent an RV together. That was our original plan, like
8 years
8
ago.
years ago. We wanted to do a Kickstarter originally for a travel show, and John just wasn't. He couldn't do it, and that was before I was comfortable in front of the camera. So
you know what? You can say it.
I scrapped it.
I was too afraid to do it.
You
like
were,
now,
I didn't think you were too afraid.
No, I was. I was too afraid to be like, what. I focused so much on the what ifs. A lot of our relationship in the vegan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by relationship. You guys know.
I actually got contacted by the producer for the Food Network to do some shows there, and I sent in my interview video to them, and then they were interested, and they said, what would you do? I told them, I said, look, I basically, and this is a while ago, nobody was doing it. I said I wanted to do basically a vegan version of diners, drive-ins, and dives. I wanted to go kind of like Guy Fieri does. I wanted to go to different vegan restaurants around the country and just showcase all vegan restaurants, not vegan-friendly ones, but all vegan ones. And they wrote back to me and said, would you be willing to co-host this show with Guy Fieri? And I was like, yeah, yes. And but then I never heard back from them. They contacted me twice too, 2 different times. So it was a cool thing that I was talking to the producers and stuff, and they wanted to do it, but they didn't pick me.
You know what would have been crazy is if you already filmed the pilot and sent it to them and it was like, this is what I'd be doing, and they're like, I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to do from day one, but I was too shy to do it by myself, so I wanted this guy to be.
But also, I mean, with my social anxiety, it's hard to go to restaurant after restaurant and meet these new people. I think I could do it now.
Yeah.
But it's too late. People
it's funny because this show, being on the show and forcing myself to do something that I didn't want to do, which was be in front of the camera, it gave me way more confidence. I was the kind of person that I was the last one to stand up in public speaking class to read my piece because I'm like, all right, because the teacher would be like, all right, I'm not going to call on you guys. I want you guys to just volunteer to be next, to come on up there. I'm like, all right, I don't want to be the last person. I'm just going to get up and say, I'll go next. She goes, okay, who's next? And I'm like, all right, do it, Chris, do it. And I just oh my God, and of course, I'm the very last one. I'm like, oh man, I hated it. I was so afraid to speak in front of and then forcing myself in front of the camera on this channel kind of forced me to do that. And the alternative was, when you left the show or when you weren't as available anymore as I wanted you to be, my alternative was Chris, grow up and do this, or you're going to lose everything you worked hard for and it's all gone. So I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. So I got in front of the camera. I was really nervous. I spent about 8 hours filming that video and another 8 hours editing it because I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I sounded, and I still do. I'm just okay with it now.
You kind of get used to it.
Yeah. Now I'm I see all these problems. I'm like, oh, I hate this. I'm like, who cares? Upload. I'll do another video.
Yeah. Better luck next time.
Yeah, exactly. But back then, my first video, I uploaded it, and I literally had my hand on the mouse, nervous, okay, the first negative comment I get, I'm deleting this whole video, I was
wait, is this the tofu one?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I was mortified, and all of a sudden, I'm getting all these, really good comments, and the video became, I think it's the second or third most viewed video I have, and I'm like, holy wow, and then I started doing more and more, and then it gave me the confidence to get up there and speak in public, because the first time I had to speak in public, I was with you, so you were like there to make me feel better, but I was so nervous. Like I'm walking back and forth. I'm like, don't anybody talk to me. I'm trying to like memorize what I got to say, and that was a bad idea. And we went up there. We were in Toronto, and we went up there in front of everybody, and I'm like, John, you got to introduce us because I can't. Like, and John's great in front, or you used to be good in front of people.
No, I could fake it. I just couldn't. There was a point where I'm like,
I think that's what I did at first. I tried to fake it until I was like okay with it, because I froze up in front of a whole crowd of people. Like I didn't like, it was bad. It was like one of those worst. It was like a dream, a bad dream. And I'm up there, and John turned it over to me, and I'm like, hey everybody, I'm Chris, and I created the Vegan Zombie, and I just started looking at everybody, and everyone's looking at me, and I didn't know what to say, and I'm like, and it was awkward. It was like 1, 2, 3, and it was like way longer than 10 seconds, way longer than 15 seconds. I just kind of turned around, and I looked at John, and I'm like, John, what do I say? And he's like, I don't know, man. And I was like, because I wanted him to save me, and there was nothing. And like, finally, I basically in my head, I failed. And then like John started talking, and then I started talking again, and I was perfect the rest of the thing. Because in my head I already failed, so I was like, I can't get any worse. So like I was good the rest of the speech, and it was kind of like I compare that when I went to get my driver's license. I was 17 when I went for my driver's license, and I had to take the test. And I'm like all nervous, and I get in my car. I'm like, I don't want to like flunk this. I'm so nervous. And he goes, all right, whenever you're ready, pull away from the curb and let's go. And I pull away from the curb, and he's like, you didn't put your signal on. And I'm like, oh my God, I failed. So the rest of the test, I was mad at myself. I'm like, I can't believe it. This was my big day, and I failed it. And I wasn't nervous anymore because I already knew I failed. So I did everything else perfect. And I parallel park perfect. And then I come back, and he goes, well, you didn't put your blinker on at the beginning, but you did everything else perfect. So I'm going to have to pass you, but you got to remember to put your blinker on when you take. And I'm like, oh my God, I passed. So that's pretty much what happened. And then after that, I just kind of like got to the point where I have a very good mind over matter. I have really good willpower, and I always have. So I feel like your mind is so powerful if you want it to be. You're the only one that can make your own decisions. Like, not everybody's going to agree with me, but I feel like only you can make those decisions to help yourself. Even if you go to get help, no one can help you unless you're like, all right, I want to be helped, or I want to help myself, or I want to change certain things. So with that mind over matter, like, that's pretty much like, I don't think anything of it, but people are like, how did you never do alcohol? How are you like, how do you not want to like, eat this or eat that? Or why do you're not even curious to being drunk? And I'm like, this is me. Like, I'm not going to give in to peer pressure. This is who I am, And the same thing, I told myself, I'm like, look, I need to get up there, and people want me, because people started asking me, hey, will you do a presentation at this Veg Fest? And you were like, so you had so much anxiety. You're like, sorry, dude, I can't go. And I'm like, that's all right. I was just inviting you to go with me, but if you can't, you can't. But I'm still doing it. And I went. The first one I did by myself was down in New York City in front of like my biggest crowd yet, And I had to go speak in front of a big crowd, and I knew I was nervous. But what I told myself was, and I hate to be rambling, but I'm trying to show you how I got through this because I know it's a problem for a lot of people. But I told myself, I said, look, Chris, you're just as good as anybody else in this world. Just because somebody's famous or somebody's like a public speaker, that doesn't make somebody better than another person. Everybody's equal. You're all the same. Like, don't feel like you're inferior. Go up there and tell your story. And there's nobody better to tell your story than you. I'm like, I'm the best one to tell my story to people that want to listen. If somebody doesn't want to listen, they don't have to listen. And I also told myself this, and I know that's kind of funny, but for me, it worked. I'm like, Chris, in 100 years or 150 years from now, I really have like goals. I want to live forever, but like 150 years from now, nobody's even going to know who you are. This is your time, here and now. Go up there and tell your story while you're here, while you're on this earth. This is your time. Do it, So I went up there, and I had the confidence, and I got up there, and I did it. And I was like, when I was done, Ryan from Dandy's came up to me, Chicago Vegan Foods. He's like, dude, he's like, puts his arm on my back. He's like, that was amazing. I never knew your story. It's really interesting. And wow, you nailed that. I didn't know that about you. Because I think I come across as like quiet and reserved when I meet people. But then I got up there and I told, I did my presentation. And like, that made me feel good. I'm like, wow, I nailed it, And it gave me the confidence to do more and more and more. And I've done so many since then by myself without having like somebody there with me. And like, I found the best thing to do is not to try to memorize anything. Like, I'll go to a presentation like I did at the Veg Fest in Syracuse, not knowing even what I was going to say. And then all of a sudden it was my time to get up there, and I just went up there. And I went with it. My mom, like, normally if it was like 10, 20 years ago, I would have been mortified and embarrassed at what she did,
Yeah.
But I'm giving a presentation, and I'm doing a presentation in front of, I don't know, probably 100 people.
Yeah.
Around there. My mom comes up to me. I'm like, it was the part where I put a bunch of spinach in my skillet. And I'm like, you got to improvise in a zombie apocalypse because I don't have a cover to put over this. And my mom walks up and she goes, here, just put this bowl over it. And then she walks away and I'm like, that was my mom. Thanks, Mom. And I just went with it. It's funny. But if I was younger, I would have been like so embarrassed. Mom. First of all, I wouldn't have been up there in the first place. Anyway, end of rant. Your turn to talk, John. I took over.
Well, we got about 4 minutes left till our hour is up. And then I got to go home. I'm making some dinner tonight. Guess what I'm going to make?
What do you make?
I made some pinto beans last week. Dried pinto beans. I soaked them. I boiled them. And I made a mash and boil them, put them in stew. My first meal that I made, Kristen, was a big salad, you guys. I made a salad. Can you believe that? You're not going to like part of it. But it was a warm pinto bean, shiitake mushroom salad with watercress and some bitter greens and a really nice cashew cream sauce that I made. And I have leftover beans from that. So I'm going to make homemade corn tortillas with some refried beans and whatever I got in the kitchen.
And if people want to know how you do that, it's all in our videos we did.
Yeah, it's all recipes that we've already done before, pretty much.
Darth Vegan says, do you guys watch The Mandalorian? I want to watch that, but I haven't seen it yet.
I think I have to watch the last episode, actually.
I'm trying to go back and read all these.
Oh, yeah, you went on for a minute, but it was good. It was good. I was listening.
Why am I the microwave guy?
Because in Bobcat's video, you're in the microwave. I remembered that.
There was one video I did. Remember how I did a video? Remember how it would be? I'm like, John, I got to be in a video, and I needed you to be in it with me because.
Oh my God, that was the worst.
So we were sitting down there, and I had to like talk, and I'm like, all right, let me try it again. Let me try it again. And John hated doing videos with me because I had to be perfect, and I just got weird talking. And I think it's still up, but it's like I put it on unlisted. I was really upset because somebody, after we started Vegan Zombie like a year later, somebody came out with like a movie called Attack of the Vegan Zombies. And I was like, whoa, they took my concept, and like I want people to know that, I came out with this way before that they did this. And
well, not only that, but when we did the research, that guy was in our inner circle almost. Like, yeah. He knew, he was like too...
Oh, no, that was a different guy that wrote the book.
Oh, that's
he wrote a book that basically ripped my thing off.
I thought that's what the video was about.
That's what it was. There was a movie, and then there was this guy. But this guy actually got in trouble he did something bad, and everybody...
The book guy?
Yeah, everybody. He's like an outcast now.
Oh, okay.
He was caught plagiarizing and everything. So, but it really bothered me because, whatever. But at the time, this was like 2010, and the reviews that he had said, I'm surprised nobody hasn't come up with this concept. Yeah, only this person could have done this. And I'm like, no, I already did. And I've tried to write the response, and they had it blocked, so I couldn't write any responses on there. And I was so mad because I'm like, this isn't the only guy that could do this. I already did this.
We have the proof right here. I said it to my that was frustrating. But that video, we were like an hour down in the basement of Brian's house trying to shoot that. You just couldn't get it.
You were getting so mad. And I didn't even see it, but now looking back, I'm like, oh man, John hated me for that.
I didn't hate you,
but and nowadays I'm like, I can just get up and just talk.
Yeah, it's so much more.
And then it happened to you when we were trying to do that Kickstarter one, and you got so mad, you knocked up my brand new camera. It was a GoPro. He flipped it in the air and it landed, and he's like, "Oops, sorry." And I was like, "What?" And when I looked at the footage, I still have it somewhere. All of a sudden, you see, boom, boom,
No.
boom.
It didn't flip in the air. It went sailing like 20 yards. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I just wanted to, like, who knows? Johnny Rage was in full effect.
Yeah.
And I just remember
It was an all-day thing,
when
though.
that thing left my hands, I just had so many regrets.
Oh.
That Enya song was playing in slow motion.
Yeah. Darth Vegan, are you the same one on Instagram that won the contest for the Magic Mud? If so, congratulations.
I've got some magic mud at the farm that I can bottle up and sell.
Kika says, can you give a shout out to my dogs Jade and Jeff? Hey, Jade and Jeff, rescue rat terriers. Have a great New Year's.
Come here, pups. Sit.
Let's see what else we have here. I'm gonna go back down to. Oh yeah, Babu. I have seen the Crazies, the original and the remake. George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead. You know, my favorite director. Vegan Makeup Share also created herself on Fallout. Love creating characters. I've never played Fallout.
It's a lot of fun, actually. If you
Maybe I'll try some of these new.
Well, you know what?
games.
Why don't you watch us on stream?
Why don't I get The Witcher? Yeah, I'll watch you on stream. Maybe we can host whatever that is.
We can double stream. Well, would we have to be playing the same thing?
Well, I know. I think you can host somebody's stream. Like I can basically say all my followers go over and check out your stream. I don't really have many followers right yet because it's not like YouTube.
Not like the tube.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on some of these questions real quick because we're probably. If I missed you guys' question, I didn't do it on purpose. I was blabbing.
Well, at least next week we'll be back on our regular programming, so people know every Wednesday we'll be hanging out.
Oh, Mel also said I went through a stop sign. I don't know if you answered me, Mel, but I was asking what you twitched or streamed or whatever. I think you may have hinted at it before on Instagram if that was you. Let's see. Naja never did drugs or alcohol either. Cool. So straight edge. He wants to be a zombie that lives forever. On the contrary, the zombie is my show, but I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be a vampire.
We should make a vampire movie.
I know.
Well, because we have to wait to film.
I've already
until the
thought them
fall.
out in my head.
Can I be a werewolf?
I wrote a whole story in my head when I had a really crappy job when I was 18. I worked in a factory for a week, and basically I stood at a machine doing the same thing for 8 hours. It was torture. So that whole time I'm like, how can I occupy my mind? So in my mind I played out a story of a vampire, basically a whole book in my mind for 8 hours each night. And I had a pretty good one.
We should do a werewolf versus vampire. Spoiler: the werewolf wins. I'm the werewolf.
Ooh.
So
werewolf turns into vampire. Ooh, Underworld.
A vampire.
We already got it in Underworld. The
Underpants.
Happy New Year, guys. Here late. Happy New Year, Aurora. And Produce says, "Is this channel growing?" Yeah, actually. Actually, I stopped doing stuff years ago on this channel. I had 17,000 followers, and then when I started doing...
You just started doing everything on the Vegan Zombie
When
channel.
I started doing the streams on this channel, I think I lost maybe 2,000 followers. I went back down to 15,000, and I just hit 16,000 a couple days ago.
Nice.
So, with all the videos I've been posting here, it is growing a little bit better than it was, especially all of the Vlogmas that I did. People seem to like those, but I don't think they're being seen as much as they could be, especially on the main channel. I don't know what's wrong with the channel, honestly. Are you still every Tuesday on Wednesday Homestead on Vegan?
Yeah,
Or
every
Tuesday
Tuesday, Kristen and I are going to be in the kitchen doing something, either taste test or something live, and then I want to post 1 or 2 other videos throughout the week that are not live stream. I would like you to come over and kind of mess with my live stream with me and help me get OBS set up. And I just ordered a part because I have another monitor that I can.
It's always nice to have. I got 3 of them.
I know, and if I just had the second one, I think I can really utilize it.
One of them is like over 10 years old. This one is about 8 years old, and this one is like new.
Yeah.
So I bought like one monitor in the last 5 or 6 years.
I wanted to say one other thing.
Just say it. Just one. Do you want another cookie?
No, I'm very full. In fact, Kristen wants me to go start dinner soon.
Does she want some cookies?
I wanted to tell you, I successfully brought that entire plate of cookies home from Rachel.
Yeah. Without
Kristen having a single one of them. I ate the whole thing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna bring them home for her. You ate all of them? You ate a whole.
She already made chocolate chip cookies, so she was full. So I'm
John,
just like,
you need to do a video like how many calories you eat in a day, where it's all cookies or whatever.
No, I'm about to swap over. I mean, I'll tell everybody what I used to do, but after today, I mean, tomorrow's a new year, new me, baby. New year, new me.
Wait, tomorrow is?
Well, I mean, because I already ate chocolate chip cookies, and my parents took me to Strong Hearts.
What did you have at Strong Hearts?
I had an egg trick muffin and a half of a waffle. Okay. Kristen had an egg trick muffin in the other half.
An egg trick muffin is always a safe bet. It's always good.
Yeah, it's delish. I had some. I'm wondering why vegan channels are going on meat diets.
Wait, who said that? Well, Sarah. For one, Sarah, they're not vegan channels, and that was the big distinction I made when I called out the last one. If they're doing stuff like that, they're not vegan. They don't understand vegan, and they likely never were vegan. But yeah, you're seeing a lot more of that. Where channels, and to me, I think it's just a trend that people were doing to get clicks, to get views on their channel. It's like, oh, I'm going to be vegan now and promote the vegan thing, and then, it's not really working anymore. I'm going to the next thing.
Chocolate on my arm.
Eat it.
What if it's not chocolate?
It's probably chocolate.
Yeah. You know what's really funny with me is tomorrow, when I start eating really healthy and then I screw up, I'll be like, I'll just start tomorrow. And then it'll be a whole other year of me not following my diet. But I am going to
If you look at your videos from like when you first started, you're like, I'm going to start eating better and everything. And then 6 months later, I'm really going to start eating better. And it's like, wait, when did you eat better in between those 2 points?
There was like 4 days where I would eat better and then I would just relapse into junk
Well, here's
food.
the thing. When you eat better, you can't just like, for me at least, I think you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to go raw vegan, because then you're going to be like, I'm really craving something. Like, you are not going to feel, I didn't, like, it was like a restriction thing, and I didn't like it. So you just got to eat better, as far as in, like, cut out the things that are really bad for you, and try not to do that. Try not to overeat, and try to, for me at least, I try to eat healthier things, and not so much snacky things,
Yeah.
And I kind of got back into that over the holidays.
Snacks?
Yeah, like snacks that aren't really things that I normally wouldn't eat, but
fat and sugar.
I'm already like, I have a really good mindset and a really good willpower, so it's not hard for me. And I really want to get into good shape when I go out to the YouTube house, because Craig's been working out every day. I work out every day, but I do a different workout than going to the gym. Like, I'm more calisthenics, pull-ups, push-ups guy, but I do want to get a gym membership. If Craig's working out over there, I kind of want to work out with him, and he's doing Brian Turner's workout plan.
Oh,
so I kind of just want to follow it with him and have somebody to work out with at a gym, and maybe that could be more content for my vlogs and stuff like that. So and I always want to stay fit, because like, you know how it is when your body's not working and you're getting older and older. I'm like, I want my body to always work.
Yeah.
I don't care about getting older. I like seeing things in the world and having wisdom and knowledge, but I don't want my body to deteriorate. I'm really hoping they come up with this, elixir of youth, which, if you look at science, they really are finding different things, to reverse the aging process. And I don't know. I'm blabbling now, but
so yeah, Ethical Revolution's like, I'm gonna eat better. Eats a healthy meal. The next day eats Oreos.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, I buy all the stuff to eat healthy for a week, and then like 3 days later, I buy a pint of vegan ice cream. It's like, come on, man.
Well,
you had one bad day.
Here's a here's an example. I went to the YouTube house last year, and I was actually doing some research for my videos, for my blood work, for my cholesterol, and I was trying to like restrict certain things to figure out what was causing elevated LDL cholesterol. And I was already on a restrictive diet, which I hated, by the way. It sucked. But when I start something, I do it full. Like, I have willpower to do that kind of thing. And I was maybe 2 weeks on it. And then at the last minute, due to someone dropping out, I was invited to the vegan YouTube house. Brian Turner invited me out there last year. And, was it a year?
Is that the one where there are 2 non-vegans?
Well, now they are. They were vegan when we were there, or so-called plant-based. But I was invited here, and I wasn't going to turn it down. I wanted to go, so I went there, and I realized that there was a couple other people there that were raw vegans. Those are the 2 that aren't vegan anymore, but they were raw vegans, so I'm like, oh, I should be fine then. We have raw vegans there. They're probably eating even healthier than I am. Well, when I got there, it kind of sucked because we were going out to dinner, and we were, all doing things together and stuff. And I found myself, I was eating the healthiest out of everyone there, including the raw vegans who were not raw vegan. And it sucked because I stayed on this restrictive diet the entire week I was there. And we went to all my favorite restaurants. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't order.
I'm never on the West Coast.
I have to order this bland food. And I was doing it wrong too. So I was doing it extra
boring.
Yeah. Like I was doing the no salt, the no oil, no nothing. And next time I go out there, I'm not going to be restrictive like that because I like to indulge sometimes, especially when I'm, in a place like that around all my favorite places to eat. It sucked, but.
See, now, me, you know me.
Oh, yeah, you'd be like, don't it.
I'm on the West Coast. I'm never over here. And then I would eat like garbage, and then I would get back home and be like, oh, I hate my job. I just got back from the vegan zombie, not vacation, but trip, like all this amazing vegan stuff. And now I'm just not doing what I really want to do. So that's when I would resort back to the junk food because that helped get me through the day. That cup of coffee, that 11 o'clock peanut butter cup, that 1 o'clock peanut butter cup, that 3 o'clock peanut butter cup, that 5 o'clock peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
That all, just helped me get through. And now I'm hurt because I didn't eat a salad instead.
Well, Babu says, I heard you need to eat 20 pounds of salad to get enough calories in a day. Well, now that's if you're thinking that a salad is just lettuce with a couple cucumbers and carrots. See, when I make a salad, it's full of calories because I usually put seeds and nuts and tofu and all kinds of different things in there. Chickpeas. Like, I make a healthy, hearty, calorie-dense salad, sometimes like an avocado dressing or whatever. And I should do another one. And I really like my bibimbap. I'll make a bibimbap that is full of calories. Rice has a lot of protein. Chickpeas have a lot of protein. The tofu has protein. Sometimes throw tempeh in there with all like the healthy veggies and a gochujang sauce. It's amazing. So it's all about how you view a salad. As a vegan, even when I'm like as restrictive as possible, I mean, nobody wants to eat just a couple pieces of lettuce for a salad,
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, taco salad. You did that. Oh, I think we got more people watching the stream than normal.
Yeah, it looks like we're breaking a record, you guys.
Is it because I was blabbing about all kinds of...
This stuff is important, though. I got kind of lost in Derek.
Oh, no, I was talking about ex-vegans.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, get on. It's like, yo, vegan zombie's talking about
vegan zombie, you hear what he said about that girl that ate meat for 30 days,
I'll say it again. Yeah, pasta salad doesn't really count. But it's a salad, right? Yeah, salad. I try not to so you could do that, Christelle. You could put the Morningstar vegan chicken and all that. I try not to use the processed foods when I'm doing that. So I'll make something myself. Now, I don't consider, some people technically, but I don't consider tofu to be a processed food, even though technically it goes through a kind of process. I consider tofu pretty clean, and I will eat tofu and tempeh in my when I'm doing really restrictive eating.
What happens if I come out and crash the YouTube house? That could be fun.
You could.
I just show up at
John,
no. What if I show up and I hold like a, I do a what's that movie? Say Anything, and I hold the I hold the boombox outside and I play like the vegan zombie, cooking with the vegan zombie.
I would legit be embarrassed if you did that.
Over and over.
They'd be like, Chris, what did you create? I don't know.
Can you tell your friend to go home? He's creepy. Tell him to put clothes on as well.
Yeah. Do I know who else is going to be in the YouTube? I don't. I only know it's going to be Brian Turner, No Egg Gregory, and myself. As far as, and he's going to pick 3 other. I don't know who else.
I heard that whoever lives in that house, and at least half of them end up not being vegan a year later. Is that true, Chris? Can you confirm or deny that?
We've only had one YouTube house, a vegan YouTube house, and it's only 2 of them fell off the wagon.
2 out of how many?
6. Well, technically it was 7 because Elise's boyfriend joined us there afterwards, but I've never heard from him again. I don't know if he's vegan or not. He hasn't uploaded any videos, and she's not with him anymore. But everybody else, yeah, Brian Turner, without a doubt, he's vegan. He keeps promoting his vegan diet and busting myths with his muscles, and yeah, he's a cool dude. I like Brian. Chelsea Lifts, she's another one that was at the YouTube house, vegan. Eden Jacks, vegan, and Stephanie, still vegan. So, and she's doing all kinds of like workouts herself. The vegan YouTube house, Google. Who organizes it? It's not organized by any agency. Brian Turner just basically says we're doing a vegan YouTube house.
Just rents the house.
He rents the house out. We each pitch in a certain amount of money to split the Airbnb. So this isn't like funded by. We have to pay to do this. So yeah, it's not funded by YouTube, which would be amazing if it was. But Google, YouTube, we don't have any sponsors or anything. That's a good idea. Maybe we should try to get a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we each pay to go. And we're all YouTubers. We're all vegan, and we just get together for a week. And
6 vegans pick to live in a house.
Yeah, and we do fun stuff. And each day, a different one of us uploads a video with each of us in the video to our channel. For instance, my video last year. When I say last year, it was actually 2 years ago because we're in 2020. So my video was a day at Eat Drink Vegan, the Vegan Fest. So that's what I did.
Oh, somebody just asked about the baby cow, Eldo.
Okay, tell about it.
I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you all about it. Well, first of all, that was amazing that you got to see Eldo and Sophie hang out for like the second time ever or the third time ever.
And just by the way, the video I just posted, I didn't say much about Eldo in the video, and that sucks. But the video that I did right before that with the Facebook one, we talked all about it and we captured that moment. So I wasn't thinking when I actually did the.
Oh no, it's okay, man.
Yeah.
Look, I kind of want to go like do videos at least once a month up there where we give everybody an update. I'd love to do a live up there with you where it's just you and I talking.
We need better reception. Like
I'm working on that actually. I'm gonna have Wi-Fi available downstairs as well. I'm working on all of that because that way people can just be up to date like once a week. But anyway, Aldo's doing great. She's we're slowly incorporating her into her new area. We pull her out of her little safety area, walk her around, let her hang out with Sophie, and then put her back in when we're not around. Another 3 weeks, and hopefully she'll be trekking outside a little bit.
Curious Looking Vegan wants to know if we can do a video on the soy curls. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. That was something that I wanted to do. Chris, is Rachel vegan? Rachel that's in my videos, yes, she is vegan. Let's see. As far as I know, Chelsea is still vegan. Sarah wants to know, on a vegan diet, how how you all get your nutritional values like vitamins and calcium and other stuff your body needs. A lot of food has calcium in it. A lot of greens have calcium in it, more so than stuff like dairy. And a lot of vegan milks and stuff have more calcium. So I've been drinking vegan milks and eating greens and stuff and beans and stuff like that for my whole vegetarian vegan life, 30 years now, and all my numbers are on point. I actually have a readout of all my blood results, which at some point I will do a video on that, just showing you guys what they are. So, but there's actually charts out there that you can just Google saying, like, just say, calcium is a vegan, and it'll tell you all the things that you can get. There's videos out there on that. And the thing you want to remember is more people have calcium-related deficiencies that are eating a lot of dairy and stuff. If you look at countries like our country and Scandinavian countries where there's a lot of dairy, because dairy actually does the opposite. When it goes into your bloodstream, it acidifies your blood, and your body is very efficient, so it neutralizes it. And the way it neutralizes it is with, I believe, calcium phosphate, which only can come from your bones. So it leaches it out of your bones, neutralizes it, and then you urinate out the rest, which means that, your blood is no longer acidic anymore, but you have more risk of bone fractures and osteoporosis and stuff like that. And you see that more in diets that are high in dairy and stuff like that, rather than some, Eastern Asian diets that don't do as much dairy and stuff. So, yeah, if you're really worried about calcium and stuff, just, eat your greens and your beans. And there's also fortified different, like, milks and stuff. I personally like to drink Oatly. I love Oatly, and it's fortified with, like, it's got a lot of good stuff in it for you. But there's like soy milk, there's almond milk, there's rice milk, there's all kinds of, there's quinoa milk, and these are all really healthy things, depending on what you may or may not be allergic to. So there's something for everybody. And I gotta say, if you don't like one, try another, because I think for me and you, there's a lot of vegan milks I don't like. So if you just try one, don't be like, oh, vegan milk is gross, because there are vegan milks that are gross that I don't like.
Yeah.
But then there's, like, I have my favorites, and some of my favorites are the original Oatly and the white carton. That's my preferred one, because not only does it taste good, I can drink it right out of the glass, whatever, but also it doesn't have any oil in it. And you'd be surprised that most of these plant milks do have oil in it. Not all, but most of them do. But my favorite growing up was vanilla rice stream. It's a thinner, more watery milk, but
the purple container,
blue container.
What? Remember Very Vanilla? Was that your?
The Very Vanilla is Silk.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, there's a Very Vanilla by Silk, which I still is one of my favorites, but I just can't find it anywhere.
Which one were you talking about? Oatly?
No, I was talking about Rice Dream.
Rice Dream. Okay, sorry. I was like drifting in and out.
If you want, I'll just finish this up real quick and give it back to you. But if you want like a thicker milk, you might want to go for a cashew milk, or even like a soy milk. If you're not trying to stay away from, a lot of people try to stay away from soy for, I don't know. Soy is like out of the allergens, it's like the least amount of people are actually allergic to soy. And I love soy. And there's a lot of bad myths out there about soy. There's bad information about soy being bad, which soy actually is not. It's actually good for you.
We cover that in a video.
We do.
A long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah. So don't be afraid of soy unless you are one of the rare people that are allergic to it. My mom always says she's allergic to it, but then she'll order Jennifer So's tofu, and she loves it. I'm like, Mom, that's soy. She likes to say she's allergic. I don't know. But she loves General So's tofu.
Oh.
But she calls it Jennifer To's tofu.
Jennifer To's foo.
Yeah, she's like, Christopher, do you want some Jennifer? I'm going to order it. Yeah, that's my mom. That's my mom. That's the voice I make for my mom. Anyway, back to you, Frank.
Oh, I didn't really. I was like listening to your story, but I was like thinking about making my own milk. And then I jumped back in. That's why I wasn't like, Chris is monopolizing the stream.
Oh. Well, they do have peanut milk. It's not one of my favorites, but Elmhurst has peanut milk. And
really?
along with walnut milk and hazelnut milk. And actually, Joseph Lincoln brought, I believe, hazelnut milk to the party last night. We'll have to find, I forget, I think it's hazelnut. We'll find out in my video that I have to edit after.
Oh, yeah, that's what, I need to go home and upload my spinal video.
Spinal Tap. Well, yeah, it's, actually, you just got to
Pretty much, well, I'm making a thumbnail right now. Not right now, like I'm hanging out with you right now, but as soon as I get home, make dinner, work thumb, post vid, take a nap.
I also, that was before I found Oatly, Mel. The vanilla Good Karma flax milk was my favorite. And fun fact, the guy that helped create Good Karma is the creator of Alpha Foods, and they do like the burritos and the nuggets and the pot pies, and they also have like pizzas now. I can't find the pizzas or pot pies anywhere, but they have the burritos at Wegmans, and I believe the nuggets are at Sprouts and Publix and a few more independent stores, but nowhere really around here that I know.
Oh, Graven wants to know if I like E.T.
Do you like E.T.? Have you seen it? When's the last time you saw it, first of all?
I've only seen it like 3 times in my whole life.
Okay.
So the last time I saw it was probably like 92.
Oh, so
So I mean, it's not. I liked it when I saw it. It's just that
you'd have to watch it again to be like, oh, okay, yeah.
now I couldn't quote anything except for ouch.
Yeah. Stop it, E.T. One of you guys, I don't remember who, but somebody here said I just watched last week. Said I just finally watched E.T. and now I know why it's your favorite movie. My favorite movie. Babu wants to know, do you like Alien? I love Alien.
Yeah, I like Alien.
I do. I love Alien.
I actually like all the Alien movies, including the prequel.
Oh, Prometheus. I do too.
Yep,
I loved it.
Yep.
Were you in the theater with me? Yeah, John was in the theater with me, and he said something. He's like, man, are these guys going to get sued or something for copying Alien? And I'm like, John, Ridley Scott made Alien. And he's like, oh, forget I said that.
Don't worry. No one will ever know except for me and Chris.
Goonies, Mike Schmidt. Goonies is one of my favorites.
Now, Goonies, I watch at least once a year.
Yeah.
Linda just called me a fake fan. You're a fake fan, Linda. Watching a movie one time does not make you a fan. That's...
Produce finally watched it on Christmas. Great time to watch it. Either that or Halloween. When am I doing another order on my new merch? Thank you for asking, Aurora. I'm going to be doing that soon. I got to talk to them. Right now, you can go on that site and you can order the aprons, which, you can't see it, but there's one hanging on my door right there. You can kind of see it. It's right there. You can order let me just grab it. Indy's right there. You can order the aprons. You can order the beanies. You can order the onesies. And because these aren't screen printed. These are heat transferred. And that's what it is. That's my design. Be good to animals. And if you see the star constellation, it says the vegan zombie. I love this, by the way. And we will be doing another pre-order for shirts, the 3/4 sleeve shirts, and the hoodies. And pretty much anything else. If there's any other design or style you guys want, we can put them up on the site because we're doing a pre-order, which means you guys order it and then they make it. And then
that's cool.
And then it all gets sent to you. That means like you're not going to get it right away. We got to do a pre-order probably for a few weeks, and then when the pre-order's done, we make it. Yeah, and these are cool people that are right down the street, pretty much a couple miles down the road, and they own a printing company. And I did a video there, by the way, showing them make my shirts on this channel. It's part of Vlogmas if you guys want to go check that out. It's really cool. They had it's like Sketch 7 colors on it. It's awesome. When it came off, I'm like, wow, I got a professionally made shirt. It's so awesome. They're like, this is mine. John, where's your merch? Well, you're pretty much just starting your channel right now, but you could make merch anytime.
Oh, the thing is, man, I'm just focusing mostly on Mockingbird. So I feel like if anything, I'll be doing that kind of merch. So yeah, I'm the merch guy for the Sanctuary that I'm part of.
Also, did you? maybe I'm thinking of my brother, but were you telling me that you were thinking of maybe... Were you coming up with another name for your channel, or
not me? No,
okay,
not right now at least.
Yeah.
It would just. I kind of like the vegan homestead because eventually,
you can do so much with it.
Yeah, well, if all of the stuff that might happen in the next 6 months happens, the vegan homestead's going to make way more sense if I move out and move into this other house.
Yeah. My brother Brian, which you guys will see in the video that I'm about to edit, and maybe I don't know if I'm going to post it tonight.
Getting kind of late.
Maybe I'll post it tomorrow. I'll try tonight. You know how it'll probably be up tonight. But anyway, he's really upset with the new copper rules for.
I'm hoping that changes before the.
Well, I had some good ideas for him last night. So was going through his videos, trying to like take away like any videos that were made specifically for kids, and he found out of all of his videos, we got over 100 people watching. Awesome. So he found like 2 videos that he's like, these are made for kids, but the rest of them I don't want to be made for kids. I'm like Brian, just change your videos up so you guys are parents talking about the kids. And a step further, here's an idea. So a lot of people, like YouTubers like myself, were like, well, here's our thoughts on the whole COPPA thing. Like I never made my videos for little kids because YouTube is only supposed to be for, people that are 13 and above can only have a YouTube account. So those are the people I'm making my videos for. Anybody that really wants to watch it. But I'm not gearing my videos towards infants or anything like that. And, a big complaint that I think creators have is like, this shouldn't be weight put on YouTube creators' shoulders. This should be on the parents. Like, I mean, my parents... guided me as I grew up, and I had restrictions and, things I could and couldn't do. And I feel like other parents should do that. And I said, Brian, you're a perfect person. Like a lot of people are saying like parents need to do this, parents need to do that. You are a parent. So you should go up there from your point of view and talk about what you do to raise your kid, to keep them safe from like the COPPA laws and what those are put in place for, and how you raise your kid to, prevent that kind of thing from happening. And that would be a good, outlook for people to see, like, this is coming from your point of view and how you're frustrated because you're trying to create, and this is kind of like, getting in your way and what you can do about it. Also, my brother has a degree in music theory, and he's got an old video from an old channel where...
Hang on. He was my roommate in college, too.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that little...
College buddy.
Yeah, we used to fall asleep watching Family Guy together.
And he taught you how to play the guitar.
But not in college, but yeah.
Before college.
Well, we played in a couple bands together, actually. But anyway, yeah.
So my brother is really good at the guitar. He can pick it up and just play whatever song he hears. He has a degree in music theory, and then he went on to get like a master's in something else. But the point is he made a video showing somebody how to play a song on his guitar, and he never looked at that video again. And he decided on another channel last night, he's like, I'm gonna go check it out, see how many views it has. And without having any subscribers, without doing anything, just making a video and putting it up. Mind you, he did it in vertical format, really bad format, because he didn't know what he was doing. He's got over 5,000 views on that video. I'm like, Brian, you are really good at guitar. You are really good at teaching people guitar. So you need to have your channel. You need to have that channel, if you can find the password to it. Go back on there and start doing more videos where you're teaching people how to play different songs on the guitar.
So listen to this. I had to play Let There Be Peace on Earth on guitar. And in front of my whole family. My grandma passed away, and for the services.
This is just recently.
Just recently. And on YouTube, I had to look up how to play it and everything. Like, I watched the same video like 5 or 6 times. So it's like, if Brian does that, especially like you said, a pop song that recently comes out, he hits that, people will be constantly searching for that. He could probably make a living showing people how to play these new songs. So that'd be fun.
Parse says, what college did you go to?
I went to Ithaca College. It's
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Excuse me?
The whole thing is on. Siri just listened to everything we just said, and she's still listening. Stop, Siri. She did not hear that. Okay, so What was the song? The song that my brother did? It was the song he made you sing in his wedding. It's Mint Car by The Cure.
Yeah. Oh, that was... I was not a fan of having to sing that at Brown. But it was...
I have that video, too. Which
Don't you...
I'm going to play it. Not now, but I promised everybody because the story was... So my brother had to be like extra on his wedding. It's usually what... My brother was the bridezilla.
Yeah.
So he basically... And this is all on video. I have the video. He wanted... Instead of somebody else playing a band for which usually if you have a wedding, you're the groom, so another band plays at your wedding. Nope. My brother wanted to be the band. So my brother wanted to play the guitar. He wanted John to sing. And this is in the reception, right? Yeah, the reception. He wanted all of us, because I was one of the groomsmen. He wanted us all to like barge in and start dancing around while he was playing the guitar and John was singing Mint Car. And I'm like, Brian... You know, and this is this is a while ago, so like I was still like kind of stage fright, and I was like, Brian, I can't dance. He goes, well, you better dance because we're going out to dance right now, and we're right behind the door. On the other side of the door, there's a ton of people. I'm like, Brian, I can't. I'm just gonna walk out. He goes, if this door opens and you're not dancing, and then all of a sudden the door opens, and I'm like, dude, I cannot dance. I'm just going like, you know, like the video is so like.
You think that's bad? I had to go out there and sing in
John
front of
singing.
your whole family. There were hundreds of them. Hundreds of Coonies and Mary's family.
Yeah.
And, although luckily in the back of my head, I'm like, this is fine. Everybody's looking at Brian. Everybody's looking at the bride and the groom. Nobody cares about the bald guy over there singing a song way out of his vocal range. Don't worry about you and your little dance.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what? I probably fit right in, but in my mind, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. And I did it. And I have a video of it. I'll play it for you guys someday if you guys really want to watch it.
Hey, I got to go in a few minutes. So
okay,
I want to say my goodbyes. This is like, you know what I was thinking we should do, Chris?
There's a good name for a channel. John Sings. Someone just took it.
John Sings. Should I make a second channel and just sing on it?
John Sings. Yeah. Oh my God. I told you to do that a long time ago.
Do I have to go through all the trouble?
Yeah, but dude, if you want your videos to be that much extra and you want to put that quality into your video, I said that at the end of each video or even at the beginning, kind of like how we did our vlogs, is you should do a cover of a different song, 15 seconds.
They want me to sing really quick. So on my way out, you guys, I'm just going to leave you with this. People are talking about people. I'll see you guys next week. Remember, every Wednesday.
And I will be posting a video either later tonight or tomorrow.
That even 100 you had a second
Wow,
ago.
we had 100 people. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great 2020, and see you guys soon. Now to turn this off.